Hi, in this video, I'm talking about Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'll be sharing some of the highlights of this book, as well as why I believe this is one of the most powerful books for changing results that last. And I'm going to be talking about some of the things that could prevent you from getting the most out of this book. So if you haven't picked up a copy, go ahead, pick up a copy, and I'd love to hear what questions or comments you have about Atomic Habits. So first things first, if you haven't heard about this book, it's definitely one that you should read. And it talks about, habits. And it talks about how small changes through time lead to larger changes. Imagine that. Drip, 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 drip. And it leads to a larger change. The thing is, a lot of the times when people are trying to get a new result, they focus on maybe setting a goal and they think they're just going to hack away and make an extreme amount of progress in a short amount of time. However, just like a lot of people in New Year's Eve go out and say, hey, I'm going to lose a bunch of weight. They join the gym, they get all the gym clothes, they get really excited, they go to the gym for a few weeks, and then they fall flat. That's what tends to happen. As a business coach, I see this myself with people that I work with from time to time. They come in with this idea that I'm just going to learn something, apply it, and get an immediate result. But that's not how things work. We are creatures of habit. If we just try to do something that's foreign to us, chances are after a while, we're just going to stop doing it. We're going to default back to what we have the habit established for. So what we need to do is we need to change our identity, how we see ourselves, in making micro improvements through time, build up consistency, build momentum, so we change the person that we are, right? So if someone was kind of like unhealthy and unfit and they wanted to get into shape, they need to see themselves and identify with being somebody who likes to be fit, who likes to be in shape, and who makes those choices. Somebody who wants to build their audience would need to see themselves as a leader, someone influential, someone who shares their thoughts, right? So we can't just watch a video or read a book and that change automatically happens. We've got to take the actions, and through time, we transform ourselves and what is possible. So Atomic Habits goes through the process of creating good habits that work for you and also eliminating bad habits that work against you. Has some great tips in the book, and in future videos, I'm going to go in those tips in more details. So this video, I want to share a little overview of what Atomic Habits is, how I think it's that important. The power of it is because everything in your life ultimately is created through your habits. We take a certain amount of actions, we do it consistently, and that creates our results. So if you don't have what you want, you need to change the actions you take. And rather than just thinking you're going to do it by willpower alone, we need to change the people, who we are, and the habits that we have, and therefore will change our reality. It's groundbreaking and it's transformational, which brings me to number 3. What prevents people from getting the most out of this book? Well, I'll admit, the first time I listened to the book, I just listened to it. I heard it was people talking about it, so I picked up an audio copy and I was listening to the book, and I said, oh, I kind of heard this before. Yeah, you change your habits. You set goals, you work on changing yourself, baby steps, small hinges, swing big doors. Yeah, I get it. So what I did is I kind of fell for one of the things I preach not to fall for, but I fell for it anyway, is the idea that I know this already. It's the law of familiarity. We think, I know this already, so I'm not going to give it the time and attention it deserves. So realizing that I wanted to make some significant changes, I wanted to actually create some new habits, and I was not having the best of luck on my own, I purchased the physical copy of the book. I read it, I studied it, I applied it, I gave it the attention it deserves. It's a powerful, life-changing, business-changing book, not only for you, but for your team, for those you serve, even for your family. We're all creatures of habit. So amplifiers take actions that will amplify. And when we make those habits, we're that much more powerful. So that is the mistake to avoid. Don't think, yeah, I kind of know this already. You can know how to paint, but doesn't mean you're Picasso or you can do things like Rembrandt. We want to give it the attention it deserves. Really apply it. Read it, then apply it, and then practice it and master it. And when you master this, you're not only changing and learning a new habit, you're changing something about yourself that you could use for the rest of your life. It's truly transformational. It's one of the most powerful books that I've read. I'm continuing to flex the muscles myself, and I would love to see the comments or suggestions you have for changing habits so that you could take new actions and achieve new results and help those that you serve do the same. Love to see you subscribe to this channel. If you have questions or comments, please put them in. Other than that, keep on amplifying. I appreciate you.